Hello everybody, this is Jonathan, and today I'll be doing a video on Debian, which will be that you'll be able to try out the desktop environment without actually installing the operating system. So if you guys want to try out any of the desktop environments that it comes with, for example Cinnamon, GNOME or KDE Plasma, then you guys should be able to try out just to see if you like the desktop environment or not. By the default installer, it does not allow you to test out the desktop environment. You want to give the option to install it. But with those additional ISOs, with this live environment, you guys should be able to try out the desktop environment to see if you like it, if it works well for you, and then after that we can go ahead and install it. So yeah, this is basically a video targeted to new users that never tried out Linux before and never tried out any of those desktop environments before and want to give them a try and install Debian. This video is great for you. Okay, so to get started, go to debian.org, select onto other downloads, click onto try Debian live before installing, select this link, scroll all the way down until we'll see DVD and USB. Do not select this one, you have to select this one. So now select AMD64. Now scroll all the way down and just find which desktop environment you want to try out. They have KDE ISO, they have GNOME ISO as well, they have Cinnamon.ISO, and Cinnamon ISO comes with a Cinnamon desktop environment. GNOME ISO comes with a GNOME desktop environment. But I have decided to install Cinnamon.ISO for this video demonstration. Okay, so once you've selected which desktop environment you want to try out, just select it by clicking onto it and it should start downloading. It may take a while. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create a new virtual machine. So all you do now is click on this new button. I'll call this one Debian Live. You guys can call it whatever you want to call it. You guys can call it Debian, or you guys can call it Debian, and then enter GNOME if you're using GNOME desktop environment. Okay, so now go to ISO manage and just select your ISO manage, just select others, and then we should see Debian Live, and then we should see with desktop environment within the actual ISO file. So for me, I'm using Cinnamon, so I'm just going to click on to open, so I can open up this ISO manage. I'll be using this ISO manage. Now go ahead and select next. Click next again. Give it as much memory as you truly want. Give it around 4 cores, I would, for my machine. Okay, now select next. Give it as much storage as you truly want. So I'm going to give it around maybe 39 gigabytes. So 40 gigabytes will be fine. Now select next, and now select finish, and that should finish signing up for VM for us. So all you need to do now is press on the start button, and it should start booting up. I'm going to have to select it again. So where's my ISO file? Here it is. This is the cinnamon.iso. Let's go ahead and mount and retry, and it should now boot up to the ISO manage, right? Yes. Let's go ahead and select the live system, AMD64, and that should allow us to boot up. Please use a kernel appropriate for CPU. Okay, let me close all of it. I forgot to do something. All I need to do is go to settings. I need to go to Debian, and we need to select Debian 64-bit. It only works with Debian 64-bit for newer systems. So let's go ahead and start it up. Okay, now we are booting up. Now select live system, AMD64, and it should boot us in. This is Debian 12, by the way, if you guys were wondering. Now this may take a while for it to boot. Okay, so we are here now. It has finally booted up, and I'm running the Cinnamon desktop environment. If you're running GNOME, we will see a GNOME desktop environment, so you guys can play around with it. So for example, I can open up the menu, I can open up some applications. So for example, if I want to play some chess, I can indeed play some chess, and I can see how well it runs with Linux, with Cinnamon. So as you guys can see, it's running pretty well. I'm playing against a computer. I'm not very good at chess, so I'm not really a pro at this, but you guys can play around to some chess. You guys can go ahead and open up some other utilities just to see what's pre-installed and to see if the Wi-Fi drivers are working fine for you, and to test out this environment. See if this is for you. If you guys have decided that this is the desktop environment for you, all you need to do now is select install Debian, and that will allow you to install it. So that's once you finish playing around with it. Now go ahead and select your language. I'm going to go ahead and select British English. Select next. Now select your country with time zone. So I'm going to go ahead and select England, London. London is my time zone because that's my location. I'm currently in United Kingdom. So all you do now is select next. I should now be able to set up my my keyboard layout. So here's like different types of keyboard layouts from different countries. I'm going to select English UK. Default is fine, and now all we need to do is select next. Let's go ahead and erase the entire disk. You guys can also do manually partitioning, but I'm going to keep this video simple by just doing erasing the entire disk. So all you do now is just select next. Now enter your full name. So I can just put down Jonathan Stedman, or yeah, just enter your name here. What name do you want to use to log in? Jonathan Stedman. This is the name of this computer. You guys can obviously change the name. So I can go ahead and change this one to Debian. So it would be like Jonathan Stedman Debian Sin. Now guys, we'll be able to choose a password for this user. So I'm just going to put down 123 just to keep it let's keep the password simple for this VM. You guys can enable to log in automatically if you guys want to do that. But I recommend to have a password if running this on real hardware, just to have extra security. Okay, cool. Now what I need to do is select next, and now just select install, and that should start installing the operating system. Now this may take a while. Okay, so it was able to be installed. As you guys can see, all done. Debian 12 has been installed on your computer. All you need to do now is press onto done, and that should reboot the computer. I'm going to go ahead and just power off this machine. I'll go into third machine back here, and now I'm going to go into settings. I'm going to check if the ISO minute is gone, and yes it is. So I'm going to select OK. I'll select start, and hopefully it does boot up. Let's go into Debian GNU Linux. Now enter your username. Now enter your password, and that should allow you into the system. Yes, that is amazing. You are now connected to internet, and now as you guys can see, we were able to install Cinnamon with using a live environment installer. This is great for people to try out the different types of desktop environments that they offer, because by default on their original installer, they don't include live environment. You just have to select which desktop environment you want to use without actually seeing what they are all about and seeing how we'll be able to interact with them and how they look. So for new users, they can actually get those live ISOs and just try out which desktop environments they like, and then they can easily just press on the install button on that application that we have used earlier. So this is fantastic for people who wants to see what all of the desktop environments are all about, and to experiment with them and to see which one they like the most. So this is a great tool. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please put a like and please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.